Slurpy slurp. Good morning, Greg here. Burning, I don't know where that came from. Burning both ends. It is 6:20 a.m. I am burning on the front end of Friday. Always love Friday. Always love every day. Friday the 13th, lucky day. Hopefully I'm not going to summer camp and I won't get hacked up by some crazy man in a goalie hockey face mask. If you remember Friday the 13th, those horror movies. I remember those as a kid. Those were... And you know what was so disappointing? When I saw the first one, and I realized that spoiler alert here, sorry if you haven't seen the first one, it's not even him that's the killer in the first one, if I remember correctly, it's his mother. So interesting. So I didn't mean to give the middle finger right there, I was just scratching my nose. But alright, yeah, so it's 6:21 now, AM Pacific. It is July 13th, 2018. Burning on the front end of Friday. I just totally stepping it up today. And today it just so happens I'm heading down to Santa Clara to go to this afternoon training event. It's going to be really intense from 1 to 5. I have to get some babysitters for my kids to pick them up from camp and preschool. And then I'm going to be battling traffic. Probably not so much on the way down, but definitely on the way back. It's going to be pretty ugly, but I know it's coming, so I'm going to be probably rocking some Gary V in the car, and so I'm just going to be loving it and not caring that I'm going 5 miles an hour on the highway. So this is living in the East Bay, and this is one of the reasons why I refuse to have a long commute here. It's just because of that wasted... I consider it wasted time in the car. Wasted resources, wasted time. Every time I'm in traffic, I'm like, wow, think of all the gasoline that's being burned right now. That's total waste. But anyway, let's get to task at hand. So this is going to be a short post, and this is very exciting. So first exciting thing is I've gone through another 90 days of my 90-day conditioning program. So here I am printing out day one once again. I print out each page now, and that way I write on it. I make my books over here. Here's one from, so I started this in 2016. Let's see, I forget exactly when this one started, but this one is coming together nicely. And this is just, it's representative of just building something slowly, right? This gives me patience, right? One sheet at a time, one day at a time, I'm building this. And just to remind you, this 90-day program, yeah, it's centered around wealth, but it's got a lot of gratitude in it. It's got a lot of what value do I bring to the market, a lot of self-awareness, a lot of self-inspection. It's got I proclaim long-term goals and short-term goals. I proclaim, this is part of what it asked me to do. I proclaim things that obstacles I'm running up against, like reasons that I won't make it, and I'm converting those reasons into positive statements. For example, one thing that I just is in the back of my mind that I'm working on is that I just won't be able to put the work in, and I won't be able to get to a place where I can get to a financial spot where, I can just breathe a little bit easier. Right now, we're definitely financially not where we want to be, and I would love to be in a place where we can buy a house, we can go see our family. These are the things that I want to do. I can travel with my kids and show them the world. I can get them the education that they're looking, the little bonus educations that they're looking for, like extra things on Saturdays and Sundays, and gymnastics camps, and not being so sweating all these expenses. For example, choosing the summer camps. Now they're in some pretty great camps, but we weren't able to do all the camps that we wanted because of the price points. Summers just get expensive, and so I'd love to be in a position where let's just say for camps, we could do the camps that we really wanted to do, and not so concerned about that. Where we could, for example, my cousin just got married in Vienna last week, and it would have been great to bring my family to that, but we were looking at 8 to 10 grand for the trip, and right now we just, that's just not something that's in the cards. And I'd love that if that was just no problem. Because that'd be an awesome traveling event and seeing family, just things like that. So really enjoying this program, and it's very exciting when I have to print out another set of 90 days. and pretty awesome. And then the other thing that I want to hit real quick is my post from last night. So I was talking about how I did not fulfill my commitment of hitting this presentation. So I'm doing this I-Corps program. This is this DOE funded tech transfer program. It's an entrepreneurial program, and we're learning the lean startup model. So we're learning about customer discovery interviews. We're learning about the ecosystem, business model canvas. This is all developed, not all, but primarily developed by Steve Blank. And we have this weekly presentation, just to recap. And so I have not been putting the work in for the weekly presentation that I should be, because I've been focusing on the other items. I've been focusing very heavily on the customer discovery interviews. That just takes a lot of my time, setting them up, executing, and then documenting. And so I made a commitment yesterday morning, I want to say, that I was going to put a half an hour in. I didn't do that. And it's not like I slacked during the day. I had a nice full day, and then we had the bed bug issue. And then I was hesitant, if you recall, about committing to getting it this morning. So it's 6:26. So I'm going to wrap this presentation, and I'm going to hit it right now. I don't know when my daughters are going to wake up, so they can come and surprise me at any time. But we'll see how much time I can get in. So. And the thing I'll leave with before I wrap in my usual way is these posts are so incredibly helpful to me. The fact that I talk this stuff out is just because I really feel like I have this audience of 100 million people watching this right now. That's how I feel about it. I feel like all these people are watching and listening and are going to comment and are going to criticize and give me feedback. And if you look at last night's post, you saw the hesitance in me, and then I tried to, I did my best to kind of give myself two options to do it. And then this morning I woke up and I'm like, you know what? Let me just hit it right now. And I can't control when my daughters wake up and when they come in and kind of, get me into the morning. But what I can control is starting. I can certainly start. I can wrap this right now. I cannot talk for another 10 minutes. And so that's what I'm going to do. So this channel is all about my journey as an aspiring entrepreneur, things I'm working on, the things that are giving me success. The success Cheryl is crushing it. I love it. I love this I-Corps program. It's really pushing me, and I love doing this channel. This channel really, I get so much self-inspection out of this. It's just phenomenal. So, and the fact that at this point in time, no one's really watching it, I don't really care. In my mind, I'm between 0 and 100 million subscribers. Somewhere on that continuum. So, and the only way I'll get there is by continuing the post and continuing to grow and all that stuff. So fantastic. So check out the description below. Great, some great links. I won't go through them all. There's motivation, there's ends, there's music. The beat in the background is a drum beat that I wrote. The G Money is my alter ego. That was inspired by fellow Hoodie, this specific one. And check it out. It's on SoundCloud. A bunch of other SoundCloud links. Read the description. Goes through kind of like my story, my I-Corps story, and I will leave it there. So go out today, Friday. Don't forget my Friday philosophy is this is the day that people lean back. People that people just kind of they're already in the weekend. This is a day to get ahead. This is a day to crush it. This especially after lunch, right after lunch, and so I'm so excited about this 1 o'clock to 5 o'clock training down in Santa Clara that I'm gonna rock, because it's gonna force me to up my game. It's gonna be some really technical stuff. I'm gonna meet some awesome people, and rock and roll. So light it up today. Go out, do great things, inspire folks, and I will see you tonight.